for whatever reason, the catalysts weren't there for me to write about it. The very issues that struck me at the very moment weren't there that I felt like I had something powerful enough to say. And the last thing I want to do is write a political song just to write one, you know? And I also felt like political songs are very hard to write. You know, they're hard to keep current. They're hard to write a song that will last because they're written about specific political situations, and those don't age very well. And I like songs that last. You know, and another is that I felt like that you know, political songs, either they're written badly or they're written so well that to try and write one yourself is a daunting process. You know, there's you know, Bob Dylan wrote Hattie Carroll, you know, or Masters of War. You know, there's some songs out there that are you know, are giant whales swimming through the ocean, and all you can do is just admire their power. You know, so to try and write your own is a little bit it's makes you a little nervous, but then what I saw in what is going on in America right now is so terrifying, and no one's writing about it. That, you know, if people are writing about it, but I felt like it was like, as a writer, my own personal responsibility to talk about it and to say what I think is right in the way that I feel like I should say it. It just felt like a time, if not now, when, you know, if nothing is, if you can't look around and see a multitude of injustices and terrors, then you're not really a writer. You know what I mean? There was two sort of separate elements came to me. One had been kind of looming for a while, and that was the feeling of the loss of accountability in our culture. And that is, once we lose accountability for our actions, then nobody is held accountable. And it's always, the blame is always passed off. And when the blame gets passed off, it always ends up at the bottom of the hill with the poorest and the weakest and the most oppressed, those who can't defend themselves. And when so I had this feeling, and I saw how the bureaucratic kind of wheels of our government have been stripping away humanity over time. And in the last couple of years, it's been increased exponentially. So I had that feeling, and then Charlottesville happened, and we saw the neo-Nazi rallies, and we saw these pathetic, weak people carrying torches, and the torches were both ominous and also so weak and small, as if this little piece of fire could protect you from the darkness that you imagine all around you. But torches are a scary thing, you know, and the idea of a torch committee and of an authoritarian system that pulls you in and takes away your rights and makes you an accomplice to a horrible situation is what I wanted to write about. And so those things kind of came together. The idea of a torch committee being a very insidious and dehumanizing organization that will suck us all in unless we're careful. I mean, authoritarianism, I don't believe it leaves you with personal choices. You know, it makes you choose between your own life and the lives of other people around you. You know, it's a road that we're walking down, and it's a terrifying one, and I wanted to write about it.